Paige Wyatt, and I'm here to show you some cool stuff about Google Docs. The first thing you want to do is how to get to Google Docs. There are several different ways. You can simply type in docs.google.com, and that will take you. You can go to your little waffles over here and click Docs. Doesn't really matter how you get there. There are lots of different ways. Once you get there, you'll see all your recent documents down here. And up here you'll see lots of different templates. If you click more, you'll see that you get class notes, you get reports, you get essays, resumes. It's really cool. But for now, we're just going to go with a blank template. One of the advantages of using Google Docs over Microsoft Word is that this goes with you anywhere and everywhere. And also, you can access this from any computer, so you don't have to carry on a flash drive. And whenever you update it, it just automatically saves. So there's no, oh, hey, I updated this, so now I got to re-upload it. It all just updates on its own. It's really cool. First thing I'm going to do is title it. So I'm going to make an English 9 agenda. And I'm going to title it up here. And I want to do a different font. I want to change my font. So you can change your font up here like you normally do. But what if I decide I don't really like any of these fonts? Well, you can go to more fonts. And you can see all the fonts that they offer. And this list is so huge. Like you'll see how as I scroll down, they offer even more. So I'm going to pick one. I'm going to pick this one. And it'll appear over here in your fonts list. If you want to get rid of it, you can just click this delete, like this little X, or you can just uncheck it. But we're going to go ahead and stick with that one. See how it changed automatically. It's pretty cool. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to set our margins. So you have to go to File, Page Setup. We want our top to be 0.75. We want our bottom 0.75. We want our left to be 0.5. We want our right to be 0.5. You can also change the page color too if you wanted to, or the page size, or change it to landscape. But that's all I really want to do right now. The next thing I want to do with my agenda is kind of spice it up a little bit. Let's put some images. Easiest way to do that is to go to Insert, Image. Several different ways you can do an image. You can do a traditional upload, or you can take your own picture. If you have a URL, you can use a URL. You can go through albums. So if you have like an album in your, oh no, that's not good. So you have an album there, you can pull that up. Or the coolest part is you can go to search. I like this, so I'm going to search for something. Search for a book. Coolest thing is it says results shown are labeled for commercial reuse with modification. So you're allowed to use this however you want, and you can modify them too. So I'm going to pick this one. I'm always a sucker for this one. Once you do that, click on the image and click wrap text, because that will make it easier to type around your image. You can also flip it, crop it if you want. You can change the options. However you want to do it, totally up to you. So I have inserted an image, and in your assignment you'll want to insert 3 images. But maybe, I want to start my typing over here. So when I want to do this, I want to turn on document outline, because you go to tools, you go to document outline, because I want my kids to find things easily in this side. So I'm going to put today's date. September 1st, 2016. And I'm going to make this so that it shows up in my outline. I have to highlight this, and I'm going to make it heading 1. Okay, and I can still change that font. It's going to change it a little bit, and that's okay. I can change this, and I'm going to make this my title. So I have my heading 1 there, and then I can put my agenda. So that's all of, I mean, obviously my agenda would be a little bit more specific, but you can click this and you can make it subtitle, or you can make it heading 2, you can make it heading 2, and you can make this like heading 3 if you wanted. So you see how it kind of does the outline for you, so they can click and they can see where all this is. You don't have to make everything a heading though. You can just delete it by doing this. If you just want it by date, that's fine. But the whole point of this is, you know, if you have a running agenda, you're going to have a lot of dates. So you can just click and it'll snap to the date that they were absent. It's really cool. And we did wrap text so that this can sit right up against this image and it looks kind of nice that way. The next thing I might want to do is put a link in. So let's say I want them to review vocab. So let's say I've got this list. I'm going to copy the link here. I'm going to go back, highlight this, right click, link, and I'm going to paste it. That's kind of a cool way. Then when they go to look at it, they can click this and it will take them straight to their assignment. You can do the same thing with you know, your Canvas pages too, a link to Canvas. Okay. Last thing that I want to do is share the document with someone in my department. So sharing is really cool, but right now it's locked because only I can see it. So when you share it, you want to click. You can type in the names of the people you want to share it with. If you just type their name in, it'll pop up. Or if you want to share it with your whole class, you can click Get Shareable Link. Right here are your link sharing options. So this tells you, like, if you want somebody to edit it, so maybe you're collaborating with someone on something, you'll want to click Can Edit. If you want them to leave a comment, you can click Can Comment. If you just want them to look at it and not make any changes, you can click Can View. Once you've done that, click Copy Link, and you can paste it into your Canvas page or wherever you want. If you share with people specifically, you can add a little note here, and then make sure this notify people. This means he'll get an email, and then you'll click send, and then it will send him an email letting him know that something was shared with him. And sharing is really cool. It makes it so much easier to collaborate with sharing. Another thing that you can do is say you made this and you want the kids to make a copy of something. Say maybe you have a template that you want them to answer questions on. So maybe you want to say, type 2 responses here, and you want them to submit it on Canvas. The best way to do that is to go up here and get this link, copy it. Then whenever you go to Canvas and you paste it, so let's go to Canvas, you make an assignment, you can have students force them to make a copy. So the best way to do that, so let's say we're going to add an assignment. So I'm going to say, click here to access the assignment. I'll highlight that. I'm going to put the URL there. You see where it says edit at the very end? If you change that word edit to copy and then hit, when they go to click on it, and I'll show you here in just a minute, it's going to force them to make a copy. And that's what you want them to do. You don't want everybody typing on the same one. You want them to have their own copy, type their own responses, and submit it on Canvas as their own assignment. So that's how you do that. The next thing that we're going to talk about is commenting. This is probably one of the most valuable things that you can do, is comment. So if you want to comment on something, you could just highlight it, insert comment. You can say something. Your name will pop up. You can also tag people in it. Like if you hit the little plus sign, people's names will pop up. So if we want to tag Dave in it, you can click that. Once you've done that, an email will be sent to notify that you've talked about something you want him or her to review. So that's commenting. When you're done commenting, you can hit this little resolve button here at the side. You can also edit, delete, or link to the comment. You can also chat in documents too, or you can just go along the side and just put comments in, anywhere on the document on the side, as long as if you hover over it. After all this is said and done, one of the biggest things is getting your kids to submit things on Canvas without just sharing the link. So when a kid is on Canvas and they're submitting an assignment, you'll want to, we're going to masquerade as the kid really quickly, and I'll show you what that will look like. So this is what my course looks like to my students. So if they're ready to submit an assignment, they're going to go click Submit Assignment. And there's going to be, and it doesn't show up on here because I'm just a test student, there's going to be a box right here that says Google Docs. So they should click the Google Docs, and then it will link to their drive, and you can pick the file from their drive. And I want to leave, yes. I hope this was a really informative video for you. Please let us know if you have any questions. Please see the eCoach newsletter that Erin sends out for links to the link shortener. And let us know if you need help with the assignments, and come to our sessions and email us and set up appointments.